Hi guys, welcome back to my channel where we talk about everything entrepreneurship, building and growing a brand. So if that sounds interesting to you, feel free to subscribe down below. If you like my content, you can definitely give me a thumbs up so that I know that you like my content. That will definitely encourage me to continue making these videos. So leave me a thumbs up and also leave me a comment down below. Okay, so today we're talking about clients. How do we keep them happy and how do we keep them coming back to our store or to buy our product or to use our service? So without further ado, let's dive in. So if you have a business, whether it be a product-based or a service-based business, I know that the ultimate goal is to keep your clients, your customers coming back to you. And when your existing clients are happy, you have a higher chance of them actually coming back to you and actually purchasing from you again. Satisfied customers are also the ones that are going to spend a larger amount. So if you keep someone happy, if you make sure that they're good, the next time that they come by, they will most likely spend a bigger amount than they did the last time. Happy clients will also attract other customers because when they're happy and satisfied, they're going to talk about your brand, they're going to talk about your business, which will lead to brand awareness. And this can, in the long term, lead to new customers for your brand or for your business. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks that you can work on to make sure that you keep your customers, your clients happy and satisfied. But before I get into those tips and tricks, you have to make sure that the quality of whatever it is that you're providing is on point, because without quality, you will not get anywhere. So if you have a product, make sure that your product is doing what it has to do. If you have a service, make sure that your service is on point and that cannot be something that will turn off customers and even potential customers. So you need to make sure that your quality is on point, is on lock, is good, whatever you need it to be. And then you can go ahead and start implementing the things that I'm going to talk about in this video. So now let's really start with the tips and with the tricks. All right, let's go. So the first thing is to make a big thing out of your customer service, because people really think that customer service is really important. It's a really important part of your brand, of your business. So make sure that you tend to this part of your business. In one of my latest podcast episodes, I actually talked about the 6 roles that every startup, every business should have. And there is a whole role dedicated to customer service. So that means that it is really important, especially in this day and age. I talk about it all the time. You really want to stand out, and one way to do this is by having excellent customer service. People like to feel important, they like to feel valued. That is why it's super important to give each and every customer that has a question, an inquiry or something, maybe there's something wrong, you really need to give each customer their time and day. So you really need to make sure that you give every customer what they expect, and even try to go above and beyond whatever it is that they're expecting, just so that you can really pamper them. Customer service is all about treating your customers, your clients, as if they were family, and you really want to do this well so that you can build those long-term relationships with them. And when your customers, your clients feel that you're there for them, that they can come to you when they have questions, then the next time that they'll need to make the same purchase, they'll be more likely to come back to you, because they know that if they have any questions, if there's something wrong, you're going to be quick to help them out with whatever their problem might be. I also want to point out that retaining a customer is much more easier to do than to actually attract new customers. So make sure that you pamper the ones that you already have, because those are the ones that are going to be returning buyers. It will be much more easier for you to convert those customers into returning buyers than to actually attract new ones and to start the process all over again. If you can, try to personalize your customer service, and there are many ways that you can do this, but one of the easiest way to personalize your customer service is by addressing your customer by their name. So let's say you gotten an email from someone and you're going to respond to that email. Try to really respond to that person by their name. And when I say the name, I really mean their first name. So if you have the first name, try to respond to them with their first name. It will make the whole message more personal, and that is really what you're looking for. You can also give them handwritten notes. You can include them in the problem-solving process by giving them multiple options, and then they can choose themselves what option they want. These are all ways for you to personalize your customer service. So just try to treat every customer as family, as an individual, and then you'll see that in the long run, this will definitely pay off. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is maintaining a quick response rate. And this, you could actually put this under customer service, but I think that this is so important that I actually gave it its own points. This is one of the things that frustrates a lot of the customers, and that is when they have a question, when they reach out to you and you don't answer quick enough. This will make someone go to the competitor, so you need to make sure that you have a quick response rates. And it's also one of the things that you can change very easily. So if you're looking at your business right now, how is your response rates? If it's not that great, then you can actually start doing something about it right now. I would say that you have to try to keep a response rate of an hour. I know that is very short, but if you can, try to have a response rate of an hour. And I say an hour because this will most likely exceed the expectations of your customer, which will then in return make them happy, satisfied, and then, you know, they'll know that you have been there for them, and the next time that they'll need something, they'll come back to you. If you're just starting out with your business, you can do this by making sure that you get all of your emails sent directly to your mobile device. So when someone sends you an email, you can directly answer them. You can also make usage of other ways of communications like WhatsApp and Tidio, where you have like a chatbot on your website, and when someone comes on your website and wants to chat, you get automatically a message on your phone. These are all ways that make life easier. It makes it way simpler to have that quick response rate. That is very important. If for whatever reason it's not possible for you to get back to your customer, to your client in an hour or in 2 hours or in a day or whatever the time is that you have set for yourself, make sure to have like an automatic response. That's so important. If someone sends you an email, or if someone sends you a message through Facebook or on your chatbot on your website, make sure that you have an automatic response that says, okay, we have gotten your message and we will get back to you in the next X hours, just so that the client knows that they're not forgotten and that they will get their answer eventually. Okay, so the next point is to become an expert in your field. If you want people to come back to you, you need to position yourself as a real expert in the field. People like to know that the one that they're buying their product from, or the one that is doing their service, is the one that knows a lot about the market. And people are naturally attracted to businesses, to other people even, that can bring them value, that can add value to their life, to their business, bring something that they don't already know. So in essence, positioning yourself as an expert basically means that you're constantly providing extra value, which is something that I also talk a lot about in my videos. You need to bring that value. And you can actually do this by bringing out helpful content for free on a regular basis. And you really want to bring out content that has something to do with your core business, but that adds extra value. So if you have self-made hair products that you want to sell, then it might be helpful to also have a platform, maybe on YouTube, where you do hair tutorials, or where you talk about hair, where you show that you know about hair, you know about natural hair, or whatever the case may be. This will help you to position yourself as an expert, and people will be attracted to that. That will lead to new customers and more returning customers. I talked about the example of someone that is trying to sell natural hair products, but even if you have like a clothing brand, why not also have different styling guides? You know, just try to find something, some content that you can make that will bring extra value next to your core business, because this is what is going, as I said, to position you as an expert. So the next point would be to actually make usage of your user-generated content, and also to build a whole community around your business. Just know that people always want to belong somewhere. That is why it's important to do storytelling. And I have a whole video about that. I will link it somewhere here. I also have a podcast episode about that. I will link it down below. But people want to belong somewhere. So if you can, try to build a community, a platform where like-minded people that are most likely to use your product, to be customers of you, can come together and actually talk about your product, other similar products, their features and other things, then that is going to really be helpful to you. An easy way to do this is by using Facebook groups, but there are many ways that you can do this. So I would use Facebook groups. It's just easy. You can also build a platform and have it hosted on your website if you want. And there are also a lot of other ways. And then, as I said, it's also very important to make usage of user-generated content. User-generated content, as the name it says, it is content that your clients, that your users, that your customers have made themselves. So nothing stands out better than having a good review, than having a post, and having content from the one that is actually using your product or actually making usage of your service. So when you see that a client actually made some content about a product, about your service, hop on that bandwagon, share that content. Also post it on your social media, post it wherever you want, but really make usage of that user-generated content because it is a lot more valuable. People tend to value reviews that are genuine, that come from other users as them. So make usage of your user-generated content because it will also solidify your trustworthiness. Okay, so the next thing that I would say is to don't overpromise. As I said, you always want to make sure that you exceed your customers' expectations. And one way you can do this is by not setting the bar too high. Don't set the bar too high and start promising things that you know will be very difficult to deliver, because once you break that trust with a client, it is very difficult to come back from it. So set the bar. Promise things that you know you'll be able to deliver, and then always try your best to deliver even more so that you can exceed their expectations, which will satisfy them. They'll be very happy about your work, about what you delivered, and that is going to be good to actually convert those customers into returning customers. Okay, so the next thing would be to make usage of loyalty programs, especially if you're just starting out, if you're a small business. Because when you're just starting out, usually you're still trying to get your name out there. So this can be a good way to do this. You can give clients discounts if they bring in new clients, or you can figure out some other kind of loyalty program just to reward your customers that are already buying from you, that are already using your service. This will not only incite your customers to continue to work for you or with you, or to continue to buy your product, but it will also incite them to actually talk about your brand, to actually talk about your product to their families, to their friends, which will help you with your brand awareness, which is what you want when you're just starting out with your business. Okay, so as a quick rundown, a quick summary of what I said today, if you want your customers to be happy and you want them to return back, first of all, make sure that the thing that you're offering is on point, that the quality is on point. And when that is done, you can make sure that you prioritize your customer service, make sure that you have a quick response rate, become an actual expert in your field, create a customer community, don't overpromise, and use loyalty programs. All right, you guys, these were my quick tips to keep your customers happy and satisfied and coming back to you. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up this video, share it on your socials, and also don't forget to subscribe down below. I make videos every week about everything entrepreneurship. And thank you guys for watching, and then I'll talk to you in the next one.